Ever thought about how you'd handle dirty laundry in a survival scenario? It may not be the first thing that springs to mind when you think about survival, but maintaining cleanliness is crucial. In a world where the power grid has collapsed, where medical resources are scarce and where every choice matters, dirty laundry isn't just about comfort, it's a matter of life and death. Dirty clothes can become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria and pathogens. These microscopic invaders can easily make their way into your body, leading to infections and illness. In a survival situation, an untreated infection can swiftly weaken you, leaving you vulnerable and unable to fend for you and your family. The good news? With a little foresight and preparation, you can keep your clothes clean, even in the toughest circumstances. A few basic laundry supplies like detergent, clothespins, and a washboard can make a world of difference. Include these in your emergency kits and you'll be one step ahead. Beyond the basics, you also need to be ready to improvise. Maybe you'll have to wash clothes in a bucket or the bathtub. Maybe you'll have to make your own detergent from scratch. These are skills worth learning now, not when it's too late. But let's not forget about water. In a grid-down scenario, water is gold. You'll need to learn how to wash clothes by hand using minimal water and soap. That's a skill that could save not just your favorite shirt but your life. Survival isn't just about the big things like finding food and building a shelter, it's about the little things too, like keeping your clothes clean. So, take a moment to think about your laundry strategy. Because in a survival situation, cleanliness isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Remember, in the face of adversity, the small things count. The ability to maintain cleanliness can mean the difference between survival and succumbing to disease. So, stay clean, stay safe, and stay prepared. Survival isn't just about weathering the storm, it's about thriving in it. So, how do you wash clothes without electricity or a washing machine, you may ask? Well, let's dive into some alternative washing methods that can come in handy in a grid-down scenario. Picture this, you've got a pile of dirty clothes but no power, no washing machine, and a limited water supply. Fear not, because with a little elbow grease and some old-fashioned ingenuity, you can still get your clothes clean. One method is the tried-and-true washboard and bucket combo. Sound old-fashioned? Maybe, but it's effective. A washboard provides the friction necessary to scrub out dirt and stains, while a bucket acts as your makeshift washing machine. A couple of dips and swishes in soapy water, a good scrub on the washboard, a rinse, and voila, clean clothes. Another method is the bathtub wash. This is particularly useful for larger items like blankets and towels. Fill the tub a quarter of the way with water, add some detergent, and get to work. Move the items around vigorously to imitate the agitation of a washing machine. After a good soak and rinse, you'll have fresh, clean laundry. Now, let's talk about water conservation. In a survival scenario, water is precious. It's crucial to be efficient with your usage. One way to do this is by washing your dirtiest items first, then reusing the same water for less dirty items. This method, known as gray water recycling, maximizes your water usage without compromising cleanliness. And let's not forget about the importance of a good rinse. Removing all soap from the fabric is key to maintaining the longevity of your clothes. If soap is left in the fabric, it can attract dirt and bacteria, defeating the purpose of washing in the first place. So there you have it. Washing clothes without electricity or a washing machine isn't just possible, it's practical. It's about embracing the challenge, adapting to the situation, and using what you have at your disposal. With the right tools and techniques, you can keep your clothes clean even without modern conveniences. Now let's talk about soap. Did you know you can make your own detergent at home? Yes, it's true. In a world where the convenience of store-bought detergent is no longer an option, making homemade detergent becomes a vital skill. It's simple and uses ingredients that you may already have in your pantry. Start with baking soda. This common household item is a natural deodorizer and cleaner. Next, add some white vinegar. It's a powerful disinfectant and can also help to soften your clothes. Mix these two together in equal parts, and voila, you've got yourself a basic detergent. Of course, this won't have the same powerful punch as your store-bought detergent, but it will get your clothes clean. And in a world where cleanliness can mean the difference between health and illness, this simple concoction can be a game changer. Now, let's move on to washing. Hand washing clothes is a skill that has been lost to time and convenience, but it's one that can save your life in a post-apocalyptic world. Start by filling a bucket or sink with water. Add your homemade detergent and mix until it's fully dissolved. Then, add your clothes. Next comes the hard part, the washing. This is where your hands come in. You'll need to scrub and rub the clothes together to remove the dirt and grime. It's a laborious process, but remember, Cleanliness is key to survival. Rinse the clothes thoroughly to remove all the soap. This part is crucial as any leftover soap can attract dirt and bacteria, and remember, water is a precious resource. Use it sparingly and wisely. Imagine this. You're standing in a world where the simple act of doing laundry has become a fight for survival. But you're not afraid. You're prepared. You've got your homemade detergent and your hand-washing skills. You're ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. Homemade detergent and proper hand-washing techniques can go a long way in a survival scenario. Washing is only half the battle. How do you dry clothes without a dryer, you might ask? Well, the answer is both simple and a little ingenious. Firstly, air drying is a tried and tested method. It may take a little longer, but it's effective and requires no energy. Clothes can be air dried both indoors and outdoors. Indoors, you can hang them up in a well-ventilated room. Outdoors, nature will do the work for you, using the warmth of the sun and the gentle breeze to dry your clothes. However, in a survival scenario, there may be times when drying clothes outdoors isn't possible due to weather conditions or safety concerns. In these cases, a clothesline strung up indoors or a drying rack can come in handy. A drying rack is particularly useful as it allows for more clothes to be dried at once and can be easily moved around. Remember though that drying clothes indoors will increase humidity levels, so ensure adequate ventilation to prevent dampness and potential mold growth. Now, let's talk about prioritizing laundry tasks. In a grid-down situation, resources are limited, and you need to make the most of what you've got. Prioritize washing and drying undergarments, socks, and items that come into direct contact with your skin first, as these can harbor more bacteria. Next, wash items that are visibly dirty or smell bad. It's important to remember that re-wearing clothes, especially outer layers like jackets and pants, without washing them is okay as long as they're not soiled. This can help save water and detergent. In a survival scenario, it's about being smart, resourceful, and efficient. Laundry may seem like an overwhelming task, especially when manual labor is involved, but with the right planning, it becomes manageable. Think of laundry not as a chore, but as a vital part of your survival strategy. It's about maintaining hygiene and reducing the risk of illness, keeping you and your loved ones healthy and ready to face whatever comes next. Proper planning and prioritization can make laundry manageable, even in the toughest of times. Taking care of your clothes is just as important as washing them. In a survival scenario, your apparel isn't just for style or comfort, it's your first line of defense against the elements. It's a matter of life and death. So, let's talk about how to properly care for your clothes to extend their lifespan and reduce the need for frequent washing. Firstly, avoid unnecessary wear and tear. This might sound obvious, but it's crucial to remember. Be mindful of your activities and change into work clothes when doing heavy-duty tasks. Next, mend your clothes. A small tear or loose button can quickly escalate into a ruined garment if not addressed promptly. So, learn some basic sewing skills. It's not rocket science and it can save you a lot of trouble in the long run. Also, consider treating your clothes with a fabric protector. This can help repel water and stains, reducing the need for frequent washing. Remember though, this isn't a substitute for cleaning. It's a preventive measure to extend the time between washes. Lastly, rotate your wardrobe. Wearing the same clothes day after day can wear them out faster. Have enough clothes to rotate through them, giving each garment a rest between uses. Now let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We've discussed the importance of cleanliness in survival scenarios, explored alternative washing methods, and covered how to make homemade detergent. We've shown you how to wash clothes by hand and discussed different drying methods. We also talked about strategies for prioritizing laundry tasks and making the most of limited resources. Remember, in a survival scenario, every resource counts. Your clothes are not an exception. They are your shield, your comfort, and in many cases, your lifesaver. Take care of your clothes, and they'll take care of you. I'll catch you on the next one.